All right, I got to wet the whistle. Wet the whistle.
What else are you going to wet it with other than a little bit of... What do you got there, Mike? What do you got in your hand?
Well, I'm drinking a nice sparkling water made by a company called Liquid Death.
Didn't know they made sparkling water.
Yeah. They have a slogan, and it's called, if there's going to be a death,
make it a liquid one.
Yeah, make it a liquid one. I kind of changed the rhythm. I hope they're not upset
No,
with us
I love
for
it.
doing that. I'm trying to like reinvigorate. They need to remodernize their branding because we're sick of it.
They gave us creative control, so I say we take control.
Speaking of creative control, we
Yeah.
should kick off an intro song and create one.
Kick
What are you
that.
thinking?
Kick that shit. How about, hey,
I'll hit the beat.
listen, I have kind of a wacky idea. Let me toss it in your court.
All right, toss over.
Big boy.
Come on, daddy.
I come up with a story, you rap about it.
Okay.
This could turn out fucking
I just
awful.
want to say it sounds fair.
Yeah, it's for
like
sure.
you just get to pitch something and then I have to do the work. This sounds like very like out
on
of your
brand.
book.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, the point is it gets
Sick.
done and I don't have to do it.
When are you going to tell me what the thing is now?
The story is going to go as follows. There's a girl named Cindy and she's in double amputee snowboarding.
Wait, she is
You
a
heard
W
what I said.
amputee and she's snowboarding
Yes.
and her name's Cindy?
Cindy.
This
Cindy
is-
with an S.
God, I hate this.
Cindy with an
This
S.
idea already sucks.
Cindy with an S.
Welcome to the show. We call this the Comically Conscious Carnival, and let me tell you a story. Hey, I used to live down the street from a girl named Cindy who had big feet. Actually, they weren't real, should've seen them. They were made of rubber and plastic and they were gleaming cause they shined in the sun and they gleamed in the night. When the moon was out, they were looking so bright. She was skiing down the slope and she was snowboarding. I fucked up, man. I don't need no warning. Bringing it back. She was going down the slope. Black diamond, blue square.
God.
Come on, you know, it's all day. She be hitting the jumps
Let's
and
go.
she be hitting the rail, even though she missing the stumps. Oh shit, oh wait, she ain't missing them. It's what she got because she don't got no legs. Cause
That was fucking hot, dude.
that was like,
Damn.
honestly, I feel embarrassed.
Dude,
Should I feel embarrassed?
I want to give a huge shout out to Cindy.
I didn't.
She knows who she is.
Did I say her name? Because you
Yeah,
gave me the
said her
name.
name. She knows who she is.
I
and
knocked
this
it
is
out of
for
the
you.
park quick.
This is for you, Cindy.
Oh my God. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We, as you know, if you've been here and if, as you don't know, if you haven't been here, we make up the intro song every week and usually the outro song as well. That's how it goes. And
We fucking just
so
shoot
sometimes they're
fireworks.
good. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're episode 15 last week.
They're always fucking entertaining. And that one was a banger.
Okay. I would disagree. I need to.
You don't think it was a banger?
We're gonna have the whole entire discussion. We're gonna get the audience in on this bitch. So right before I'm gonna play out the story
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Take your big drink.
because you
boy.
clearly don't remember. This is how it went down.
Okay.
We were getting ready to record a rap, an intro rap, and we decided you want to go back and forth because sometimes it's like, hey, like like today, you're like, hey, you'll make up a song.
Yeah.
Last time we said you want to go back and forth. You said yeah. I
okay.
asked you for one thing before we hit record.
Okay. I know where this is going. But
Okay. Do you remember the one thing I asked you for?
Continue.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
what
gonna
I
say
asked
it.
you for is I said, we're going to go back and forth. Can you do me a favor? Can you please just not talk about fucking anything immediately when the episode starts? Like right in the beginning of the song, just try your best. Like, I don't care what lines you use. I don't care if it's ridiculous. Let's just get something out there that isn't about fucking. Dude, literally line one of your creative spot. Like literally, you kicked it off with fucking. Let me just hold on. Let me let me to it real quick. Take it.
Look at Mike, got the black night shirt. I'd fuck that dude in a mini skirt.
Why's it always about fucking? You wish I was tucking my dick in your button, but you ain't getting nothing. So, do you have an excuse for that, or what's the deal?
Dude, I mean, look, you know, I'm not the best rap artist. I'm not the worst.
We know.
I'm not the worst. I'm not the best. I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I would call myself maybe mediocre to low mediocre. And so, as you know, as a male, that's the only place your brain goes.
Yeah. No, I do, and I will defend your position only in the way that if you try to rap, especially as like a 30-year-old white dude,
Yeah.
and you take away
Like me.
all the vocabulary of like sex and penis and like dick and fart jokes,
I have nothing.
you have nothing to go to. I was explaining that.
Bro.
So, but here's the thing. It was like, hey, let's not do that. You did it. I recovered, as you guys saw in the last episode. We didn't no need to do it again. Just for the fun, just cool for no reason at all. Just a quick, you know how it is. But yeah, I recover. I hit, I rap back to you. I kind of package it up. You send another line about fucking me.
Oh, I threw it back like a fireball.
The next
boy.
line again. And so I clean that up again. But here's the thing is like, what does your wife think about that kind of stuff? Like, when you're acting that way, especially when she hits play on the episode, I have to imagine it's just like, oh my God, like I'm married to this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it played, I'll say rough. It played real rough when you and I talked about having sex with each other in the first minute and a half of the podcast.
You got to see her reaction?
Dude, we were literally.
I never get to, dude, that's the thing. I tell people all the time, I don't get to watch it with anyone. So it's all created and everything. And the feedback I get is like comments. Speaking of which, fucking leave one so I can get some feedback.
Do your job.
A lot of work, feedback, subscribe, click. What is it? It's like, subscribe, bell, the deal, comment, algorithm. Babies.
JC Sexbot.
Bullshit.
Dude. But yeah, no, she watched it, I mean, within a minute.
So you're with her watching it?
I'm with her watching it. We watched it together. And she's on the couch, like, fully, like, hand over eyes. We're the only two people in the whole room. It's only us in our house. Oh my God. And she's like, it's unwatchable enough for her that she's just sitting on the couch, like.
She's like not even looking at the screen.
Yeah, just, I mean, the
and
sound
there's
was
no one
on.
in your house and she's embarrassed.
Dude.
Like just to be her in that moment.
She was just devastated. But look.
Did you tell her this background?
No, I didn't actually. Oh, she's going to find out when she watches it.
Well, I mean, I don't have to tell her. She's going to understand.
I would say it's on brand for who I am. You know what I mean?
Oh, in the same regards. So Taylor watches it, but she watches on her own. I don't get to see any reaction. But what I did get is I got her going, oh, babe, that rap at the end. So I did like a 2-minute rap at the end. Like it just, you spill ashes on the couch. I just started rapping. It was ridiculous. Chaos. It was just chaos. That was the outro. Her feedback to me was like, great episode. It was great. I love the dynamic. And then later she gets home on the day we posted and she goes, babe, that rap at the end was really good. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then she goes, I mean, I don't know. I could have done without the fucking sluts in the butt and all that stuff or whatever, right? And like you're laughing because I'm laughing too until I realize she is serious. Like we have a semi-serious moment happening. I swear to God, I just obviously, you know me, I just make it laugh. I just keep laughing because I'm just like, I go, wait. Let me explain. The reason I'm doing this is because she's standing. I'm sitting on the couch and she's standing there like.
Oh, she was
really great episode.
Like
you know
just towering over you.
Dude, so I'm going like this. I'm like, no.
You.
I go, I know, right? Like sluts in the butt. And then I'm like, oh my God, you're serious? And she's like, well, I mean, how would you like it if I like rap like blah, blah, blah? And I'm just like, oh, you literally, and again, I have to explain to her like, wait, dude, I am blah, blah, male that was raised in the night. What
was blah, blah, blah?
Wait,
when Taylor said, what if I rap about blah, blah, blah? Like, what was blah, blah, blah?
I'm sure it was something like, well, what if I had a podcast and I was on there like rapping and singing about like sucking a bunch of dicks or something or blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it was something like that, you know, and more blah, blah, blahs. And if you want me to play out the whole conversation, my response to that was, if you had a comedy podcast and you were on there rapping and you were talking about sucking a bunch of dick, I would be so supportive. That sounds hilarious. Like I would almost pay for that in this moment.
Baby, I'd be behind
to see you just start rapping about it right now, let alone post about it. Like that would be awesome. But yeah, we're sitting there, and so like I have this moment with her, and then I explain her the same thing that we talked about. It's like, dude, I'm a male, like a privileged white male that grew up trying to rap in the 2000s with his friends.
That's it.
65% of any word that's going to rhyme with the last word I said is going to have to do with something a 12-year-old would find funny.
Yeah.
That's just
Easy.
what it is.
Fart jokes and
Oh,
sex
that's
jokes.
funny. God, that's so funny. I never think, because me and you are very much like, obviously we're doing the podcast and we're just like, who fucking cares? Say anything, blah, blah. But like the shrapnel of the people that are related to us.
Oh my goodness.
That's got to
dude.
feel so funny, because they're like, oh, they post another podcast, and they click it and it's just like debauchery. And they're just like, and they have to be thinking, right? Your dad's thinking like,
Oh my God.
my friends.
He doesn't watch
yeah,
it.
he's not.
He doesn't watch
that was a bad example. But you know what I mean? Whoever it is, wives, friends, whatever, they're like, Jesus Christ, dude, employees. Do you ever think about that? I think about it all
wanna
the
know
time.
how many of my employees like have actually seen it and just haven't told. Like, do you think most?
I imagine every
All?
single person that works for me, which I mean is a lot of fucking people. It's not. I'm not gonna drop numbers.
Nah,
and
you're
stuff.
fucking big
But,
time,
like,
dude. You're
I'm just
so
telling,
fucking
like,
big time, bro. You're so big.
listen,
time,
it's a
Mike.
lot of people. You know, payroll's high, and I support, and it's whatever. It's I'm not. We're not gonna go into it. Like, but it's whatever. No,
Fucking
I'm
guy,
just
dude.
kidding.
His car's blacked out. Like, I can't tell you what kind of car it is.
My
but
car's
it's
blacked out. It's white.
Like, dude,
I have a white car.
he just like, dude, he's so sick. Like, he's his lifestyle's so sick, dude. He's so sick.
Yeah, and so to be sick, you know, it's a lot, but someone's got to do it, so that I'll do it. No, but I imagine all my employees seeing it. I only have one single employee that I know watches it, that I've even slightly talked about, and we haven't really even talked about. Like,
Right.
as far as like, okay, like people like upper management, I've talked to like a few of them about watching it, and they don't even watch religiously.
Right.
But like, as far as like the whole organization, but how would they not?
That's what
You
I mean.
would
That-
watch
yeah,
it
that's what I'm
for
saying.
sure.
It's
I
like-
would watch it if any one of them had a podcast. I would even make
Absolutely.
sure that I'm gonna like tune in to
Absolutely.
see what it is. And then you have to imagine you get this, and you're like, oh my god, like literally you're talking about fucking me. Like
They're
your
like-
employees are like, you're like, yeah, you did a great job today, guys. I love it. They get in their car and they're like, oh, it's Thursday. There's a new pod, and they like turn it, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass to like some dude, and they got to be just going, who do I?
is this?
Who
Like,
are
who the
I?
fuck
Like,
is
what
this
is
guy,
going
bro?
on?
God, that's so funny.
So yeah, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Dude, the other day, a bunch of rich people drowned, or not drowned, hopefully not, but possibly drowned. Get this, searching for the Titanic. You understand what I just said?
Yeah, I'm gonna sound so ignorant. God damn it. That's, you know what? I have
Not
so
searching
much
for it, not
respect for
searching for
people
it.
on podcasts that it can like be like a Joe Rogan or something that can be like a semi. It can know a little about everything,
Everything, bro.
Because you said that, and now I have to like show, like I can like pussyfoot. Are we allowed to say that? Can we say that?
Yeah, we can say pussy.
We probably can't say pussyfoot anymore. That's probably not allowed to be
Yeah.
said. Okay, so we're not gonna say.
Don't do it. Never, no more. Bleep
No,
it.
no more saying pussyfoot
So every time we say pussyfoot, bleep it out.
as of right now.
Yeah.
So if I say but now it's bleeped.
If we're just footing around, you touch my foot, we're not
Whoa,
gonna.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I would never touch a foot.
I would let you stick two of your feet inside my foot.
I would touch your foot, pussy.
Oh, I just came.
No, but I'm about to like. Let me just say, I don't know where the fucking Titanic sunk. Like thinking about it, they hit an iceberg. So
Yeah.
south, south or north, south or north.
if I'm going
They're
somewhere.
south or north, going somewhere with ice. Alaska, possibly. So
Bro.
when you say searching for the Titanic,
Yeah, I
the
got it.
Titanic's got to be low, so they're not diving. What does this mean?
They weren't searching for the Titanic. I know everyone watching is like the two people are like, no, I know. They were They were going to look at the remains. They were like,
Going down there to-
Yeah, it was like a tourist expedition. Like one of these fucking dude. Rich people go to space and shit now. It's just what you do. You go to the deep sea and you go to fucking space.
Oh, it wasn't even like a research thing. This was like rich people paying
250K
see-
per person to go down and fuck with the Titanic in this.
just
in
to go
this
down and see it, $250,000. And so you
this-
got a submarine full of $1 million worth of passengers wanting to see the Titanic. And where are they?
They are now. We don't know as of yet,
I am so
Pause.
confused.
bro. So they went
In
down
a
in this,
submarine?
Yeah, they went down in the submarine. They lost contact roughly like 20 hours ago, and obviously, like they sent out people to find them. They have a whole rescue mission, and apparently, they have like 4 days worth of supplies. So, you can imagine. But still, bro, you're in like I don't know. What about the lights and stuff? Like are the lights on? Are they just in deep? Fucking
I mean, you're
sea
in deep
darkness,
black
bro?
water, but then like also, well, like, let's see right here. Check it out. The wreck of the Titanic lies at a depth of about 12,500 feet. 12,500 feet. That is far. So I mean, that's super fucking deep, dude. And so they're taking a submarine down there. They lost contact, and now what?
Now they're sending out a rescue mission to go find them. But like, if you're the people, bro, you know you're lost and you're in the ocean. Like, and
You pop back up,
in a submarine?
you go back to the top, and you go, where the fuck am I, right? And then someone finds you.
I don't know if that's how it works when you're that deep.
You can't get lost like what's up and down. I'm sure something in there's telling you what's up and down.
No. Of course, they have a fucking radar.
So go up,
dude.
They're lost floating around the bottom. Where the fuck are we? I think we made a left. Last time we saw that piece of coral, we made a left. They're doing the thing in like cartoons where they're going in a circle. They're like, we already saw that. Like,
then you look to
don't you just pop up and then you're like somewhere where you were and you have nautical coordinate? I don't know,
bro.
It seems like
then you look to your right and there's a fucking giant squid, 30 feet big, and it just eats your asshole alive.
Bam.
For the people at home, check it out. We're not going to put one on here.
It's not every squid, but there is a species of spid. There's a species of spid off the Mediterranean that they literally something about the. It's like the iron or the proteins in human feces. Something about that, like they crave it, so they can smell it from like a mile or two away. Like something fucking insane, like a mile or two away.
What?
And if you're swimming, they will attach to your butthole.
They will fucking hunt you. They'll hunt your asshole.
They're not hunting you. They're only your asshole.
They're specifically hunting your
well, yeah, but you don't got to worry about it because when you go diving there, they give you like a specific you ever seen like a chastity belt? So you can't fuck. It's kind of like that. It's like a cage and it keeps everything in and they can't get to the hole. So it's nothing to worry about. I just want to give people facts. I don't want to convolute this thing with the submarine.
I just want to say, you think an octopus or a squid can't pick a lock? You think you put a chastity belt on, they got 8 arms. They can't pick one lock?
I don't think they figured it out yet, but I bet evolution is right around the corner, baby.
That's the dumbest. I would never put that belt on. I would never go in that water.
Yeah, it's probably safer that way.
So that'd be a pretty shitty way to die, though, dude. Getting your asshole sucked out by a freaking squid. I mean, maybe not the worst way to die, but like possibly one of the worst.
Yeah.
Like, when you
I don't know if it kills you. You're making a big assumption. They like.
Oh no, you're dead.
No, do you know about? I
You're
felt
dead.
like I was telling you about them. No, what they do is they attach to the sphincter.
I don't know.
And they do like a pump thing. They're basically like, it's kind of like they're sucking the poo
like a
out of you.
mosquito?
It just doesn't, yeah, but poo
but
instead
the
of blood.
opposite.
No, not the fucking opposite. The same, but poo instead of blood. Dude, we have got to stop. This is ridiculous that we're still talking about this.
I just want to say, okay, you're right.
Can we move on?
Yeah, but you would die.
Okay.
I'll end with that. You would die.
So this whole submarine thing is fucking weird because to me, they're found. Let's just say they're found because pop up to the top, shoot a flare, someone sees you, they come and get you. I've seen it.
I think in the end of the day, the ocean eats the rich. Ooh. The ocean eats the rich. Put it on record, dude. This is where we stand. The ocean will eat the rich.
This is where he stands. I don't know why you claim for me. I don't think the ocean will eat the rich. I think that's ridiculous.
Oh, no.
If you did die, what kind of funeral would you want? Like, I know that's like an ongoing question people have, and it's like always like cliche. People are like, I don't want people to be sad at my funeral. And then they die, and I go to their funeral, and there's like a guy up there that's like, Lord, the heavens shall, and people are just like, and they go up. I remember he was such a, and I'm like, Jerry only talked about
he didn't say this,
not wanting this. We don't give a fuck about Jerry. That's the other thing. Yeah. No one ever, before we talk about what we want, no one ever gets what they want anyways, because you die and it's
not up to you.
Someone just goes, we're not throwing a fucking party. I'm sad.
So
put on a black outfit and show up with some Kleenex, bitch. Like.
Because this is about me.
yeah. This is about me. You seen that guy that got embalmed?
No.
And then went at his own funeral?
Wait.
Oh my God. They've done it with a few people, but the first viral guy was like this black dude, like this like hip younger black kid. And they'll embalm. I'm forgetting the word now. Embalm. Yeah.
Embalm.
They'll embalm. They'll literally embalm his like as a character. So he's like sitting like this with chains, embalmed, like completely dead, set up like this, like with his chains or whatever, sunglasses and stuff. And he's in the party and they're hanging out and it's like a celebration and he's chilling. So that's a possibility.
This is real. This really happened in real life.
100% real. The audience already saw the video because I posted a clip while I was talking about it.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
So you can do that. People don't even know that's a possibility. That sounds fun. What if you did a thing where like literally you made the cabin, like you made the coffin mechanical?
Oh my
and
God. So you could interact?
Purpose, you did like a like sit up thing where you just sit up. Like it's a celebration, but during a speech, someone hits a
fucking pop
button
up.
and I fucking pop up and right on time.
Oh
Perfectly
my
written.
God.
You write out the bit. The bit goes to your dad, your wife, your brother, this is the bit. This is how it plays out. You rehearse it with them. You make sure they get the timing and delivery.
When you're alive, you rehearse it.
You set up the coffin yourself. You make sure you plan it all out. But then what happens is like they're saying something. If I was funnier, I would come up with something. But they're saying something is just like, it was just the way he always just like popped into my office to say, and it's like the way he always popped in, it's like boom,
drops up, dude.
and like you're just sitting there and everyone's like, and then it's just hilarious. It's like, yep, and then whoever does it go, Mike. He fucking built that thing 25 years ago. I've been storing it in my fucking garage, like, and then it's hilarious.
Bro, I fucking love that.
Okay.
I fucking love that. You could even take it deeper, like
we're on the podcast, so whatever we say now, like, it's
a possibility for us.
Is the proof that we're saying what we want.
We have it on
We
video.
have it recorded and published. So even if someone tries not to,
it's here.
So
one
what
can
is
deny
it for you, baby?
I'm talking like you get a group of people, so multiple people would have to die, and you would be like a family. But you could even do like a group, like if you're talking like a group photo, like say like the Beatles Abbey Road. You want to do like the Beatles Abbey Road. Your dad dies. He gets embalmed. Boom, walking. Then you get a family of 4. That would be.
I was thinking like a sports. I was thinking like we're all playing like basketball.
You reenact like a sports moment, like Michael Jordan dunking over someone, right? Oh my God, embalmed?
That's so funny. Oh, speaking of sports, I don't want a tangent, but that's what we do on this podcast. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
1, 2, 3, boom! That's for the fucking squad, dude.
And just for fun, you know what happens if we only do one? Oh gosh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, that freaks me out every time.
Like I know it's coming, and I get
it
fucking.
still freaks me out. I need to reprogram it because it happens on its own, and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. But Golden Knights, Stanley Cup victories. Our city, can we talk about it? We are milking the shit out of this.
I want to say this
every day.
I want to fucking say this before we get to loving Las Vegas. I want to say a message to all the haters out there. It's okay that your team's not as good. There's only one team that can win their last game of the season, and that was us. If your GM sucks, that's okay. If your coach sucks, that's okay.
Yeah, but JC, hold on. Don't forget. We put so many years into this. We put 6
years.
Hard years into this.
Put our nose to the grindstone, made the playoffs almost every year.
6 years, baby. Let's go. 6 years Stanley Cup. But we are milking it. There's fucking like a parade every day for the next like 2 months, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Did you see William Carlson's drunk speech?
No, I haven't seen it, bro.
Okay.
I missed
just
it.
look it up. We won't talk about it, but just look it up. It's fucking hilarious.
And I know you have been here day 1.
So, ideal funeral. Go Knights go. Ideal funeral. Like for real though, because this is recorded and you're not going to have your whole family die at the same time. If they do though, I promise I would reenact Michael Jordan dunking for you.
I have to be Mike, obviously.
There was not a chance you were going to, like for me, you're not ending up as Mike at all.
All right. Well, then
I keep going.
I take it back. Don't embalm me.
Okay.
I only want to be embalmed if I can be Mike.
Okay.
So ideal funeral, on a serious note. I like the idea of like a Viking funeral, like Valhalla. You light me on fire, and then you send me out into the ocean
so
where
hard.
I came from.
It's so hard to have a serious conversation.
The
in this
ocean.
room. This room just creates bullshit. But keep going.
I'm not bullshitting, bro.
Okay.
I haven't
Okay.
smiled
You want a
one
Viking?
time.
Okay.
So listen, if you've ever
smiled one time, that's the fucking judgment for.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was bullshitting,
I'd be
would
lying.
I be smiling? Don't you think I'd be smiling?
My point.
Good point.
So the Vikings go out. If you've ever been to a proper Viking funeral, I've been to
2.
Yeah, I've been to a couple, and so
Oh, it was the same too.
same. Yeah, it was the same guy.
Obviously.
God, that was so sad. They sent them out, dude, and the guys were they were almost like put up like I don't want to say like a crucified because that means you.
That's what it looks like.
But I'm saying
I
that
hate
means
to
you were
say it,
nailed to
that's what it
something,
looks
but you're
like.
like comfortable, like it was like a big thing, and like it was a big, they sent him out to the ocean where you came from. So that's kind of my speech on why I'm a Viking.
So you want a Viking funeral?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Well, on a more serious note, the funeral I want it's very cliche. It's like I want it to be a celebration of life and not this just like fucking super depressing thing because I, for one, understand that we're all going to die and it's like the only real thing that's for sure going to happen. And our whole point of living is to kind of die. So it's like, it's going to happen. So why not we just celebrate? But with that being said, like me and Taylor have have talked about it. Like I know the DJ that I'm gonna have there, like my buddy that produces music. Like we're gonna have a freaking tea lounge. We're gonna have a little like
if he dies before you,
and we'll have all that. Well, if he dies before me, maybe I can fucking DJ his wedding.
Oh
or
shit,
his wedding. Fuck it. I want my funeral to look like a wedding. Yeah. I
want two people have to be married at the end of my funeral. That's my only requirement.
I just want to be okay. When I die, I want to be the witness for two people to get married and call that my funeral. The end. What's next?
Wow,
that's pretty good, right?
That's fucking great, dude. I love that shit,
dude. Did you call into radio stations when you were a kid? Because that's something that does not exist. I'm explaining this to like my kids.
I got goosebumps when you said that shit.
They can't like. They don't listen to the radio. They listen to Spotify. They have no idea. Like I can't even the radio to them. They think like the song is supposed to start at the beginning. You know, like they still think you're like going through. Oh, you want to listen to that song? We'll start it over because it's the radio, and you just start it over. That's their
way, bro.
That's a 9-year-old's relationship with a radio at this point. Oof. Especially if my 9-year-olds. But man, I was having this thought of like. I used to call into radio stations for 2 reasons. One is like the 10th caller wins tickets to the blah, blah, blah. And there's 2 different types of people in this world. There were the type of people that went like, nobody fucking wins those things. And then there was the type of people that I was that always wins those things because all the other people go, I'm not going to win that thing. And so people don't realize you just keep calling and you can win. So I used to win like little stuff on it.
Let's go.
So that would be one reason. The other reason being song requests. And this is really why I'm bringing it up. Because you would call, for us, it was like 98.5 KLUC. That was like the pop
Jeff
station.
Buchanan in the morning too, baby.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Toys for Tots or whatever. Yeah. He does the toy drive over here. So I would like, you would call and you would like let it ring. It'd be busy. You'd let it ring. And the guy who you just heard on the radio go like, oh, you know, here was a song from Justin Bieber, blah, blah, my heart to yours, K97.5 SNUC. And then it'd be like, girl, they owe me. And then you call and that guy would answer. The guy you just heard. And then he'd be like, 98.5 KLC. And I'd go, hey, I'd like to request a song. Can I request fucking Celine Dion, My Heart Goes On? The funny part about it is, and the reason I bring it up, is I realized you only requested songs that they were already going to play anyways within the next 4 songs. Because each station played maybe 20 songs, and that didn't even feel like it. It felt like they were playing 8. They probably played 20, and you couldn't call and go like, hey, I request... Marilyn Manson, fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, you could only request a song that they already played. And they would go, and they would literally be like, yeah, no problem. And you'd hang up as a kid. I'd be like, fuck yeah. And I'd sit by the radio, dude.
Can't wait for it.
3 or 4 songs later, it'd play. I'm like, oh. But then like 3 or 4 songs after that, it would fucking play again.
Did
you ever do that?
Then he'd be like, yeah, someone else called in and requested it, probably.
Did you ever do that? Were you ever a radio station caller?
You know what? Me, myself, I was not real big on that. But dude, I had this teacher, dude, in 6th grade. I'll never forget life science. Her name was Mrs. Niagara.
Whoa.
That's kind of Niagara.
That's kind of gangster. Do you think that was her real name, or is that just what her like pimp called her?
I'm trying to think back what she. Oh yeah, she for sure had a pimp, dude. She for sure.
You're about to tell a story about her calling into a radio station or something. So something's weird here.
I love everyone at home is picturing someone like what Miss Niagara looked like. Like it's there's no fucking way
I have no idea what she looks
person.
like. Right?
There's no fucking, and I'm not gonna tell you what she looks like either. You got to look it up.
Can you say race? Can we get a race?
White.
Fuck. Well. They all look the same.
So dude, I used to sit by her desk and she would have like this, she had a computer, like a desktop computer with speakers. And so she would teach for 5 minutes, give us something to do and go. And she had her volume real low, but your boy could fucking hear it. And it was like, 94.1, 15th caller gets tickets tonight to the Backstreet Boys. And she was on her fucking phone, dude. Calling,
Because what you
calling.
do is you would go redial.
Yeah.
We didn't have cell phones, so what it was for me, I've been doing it on a house phone, but you would literally hang up, redial, beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
hang up, redial,
Busy
beep, beep,
signal,
beep, beep,
yep.
hang up, redial, beep, 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 and you would just do that, dude. And then it'd ring and you go, oh, and they'd be like, you're caller 9. You'd be like, oh, damn it.
They would,
close.
and they're looking for caller fucking 8. They're like, they're caller 11. You're like, well, fuck you. Why'd you pick up then? You know, but dude, she would call in and she
In
would,
class.
She would in class where she would grind 3 to 4 contests a day, dude. Just in my period alone.
Yeah, because she's
It's like
probably
a
doing
50. Yeah, it's like a 50-minute period, dude.
You're watching her do it daily. Did
Oh,
she
she-
win? You ever see her? You see her go like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
No, dude. When you're pumping out volume like her, the wins.
You have to be.
Yeah, the
winning.
wins are just.
They just
like,
become oblivious.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not a big deal.
You don't even get the rush anymore.
Yeah.
I have a funny radio station story. So I was with so I had a friend, a best friend of mine, and she worked at a radio station. And I happened to be hanging out with her. Radio station was 107.9, which I can't even really remember what that was. Because it was after I listened to the radio. It came around as 107.9, and she worked there for a while. Well, I was hanging out with her, and she wasn't at work, and they wanted to give away some kind of tickets. So her friend, that's the DJ there, calls her and says, hey, it was like 2 tickets to EDC or whatever the thing is, right? Like,
Yeah.
I have 2 tickets. Like, I'm looking for someone to go on air to like receive them. Do you want them? Apparently, this is what's fucking happening all the time because they have 2 tickets.
like a ton of bricks, bro.
Well, it's like it's like everything. It's like the internet. At first it was like real, and then people went, wait, the reaction I'm getting is not right. It doesn't feel right. Well, if I give you the tickets, you will give me a good reaction. More people will listen to the radios. It's capitalism.
Yeah, say less.
It's just capitalism. And so I'm with her, so she gets a call and it's like, hey, blah blah, it's your boy, got these tickets. Do you want them? Do you want to go on air? Da da da. And she's like, oh, I'm right here with my brother. I mean, we're best friends, but call each other brother and sister. I'm right here with my brother. Like, why don't you just have him do it? She hands me the phone. I grab the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm live on the air.
Yeah.
Hey, you're caller 12. You got the tickets to EDC Las Vegas, blah, blah. I'm like, what? No way. And I'm just obviously, because
you're
it's
in it,
fun.
bro.
We were hanging out. She handed me the phone out of nowhere. This is where I shine. This is why we made a podcast. I'm like,
baby.
let's go. I'm going to make up some great, but I'm giving it everything he wants, dude. I'm earning these tickets.
Oh yeah, boy.
Hey, like, yeah. Oh my God, really? Yes, dude, I've been wanting to go to EDC. It's so awesome. And then he goes, that's right. And the song's fading in, just like Justin Bieber's about to start singing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, how you feeling today? I go, dude, awesome. And he's like, and what radio station made you feel that way? I don't know the station.
You blanked?
I didn't even.
You never knew. You never asked.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I never knew. It wasn't like I blanked in that moment. She literally was like, oh, hey, you want these tickets here? The radio station that I used to work for. And so I literally take it. What radio station brought you this? I go, and I look at her and I'm like, radio station. She's like, what is that? And I'm like, what else happened? And he's laughing because he was in on it. He could tell like I had no idea. But that's my funny radio station call-in story.
Fucking classic. You're just
which is
blanking,
great.
bro.
It'd be so cool to like have that footage.
You have a recording of that? That's fucking great, dude. That's great.
Oh, bro, do you mind if we talk about your dogs yesterday?
Well,
Can we have
what
a
do you mean?
conversation about your dogs?
What do you mean?
Like in a coma? One of your dogs look like kind of comatose?
Oh yeah, dude. They're on Prozac. Both of them. They're on Prozac.
Doggy Prozac.
I mean, like Prozac.
When they get, you're like, it's the same.
Yeah, like
Call it doggy Prozac. I get it from the vet, but it's just Prozac.
You go to Mark Cuban's website and you fucking get Prozac. That's what you get.
That's what you get, dude. So
Yeah, I mean, it's like a.
How do they diagnose? Do they say like your dog has it's like OCD with a high anxiety disorder and he's borderline schizophrenic?
Yeah,
they're like diagnosing him like that on a psychological level. They're just like he's out of his fucking mind.
They go into the vet and like they sit the dog down and they talk to him for a second.
Yeah, see what
They
his
say,
home
like,
life's about. What do you exercise? What's your diet like? What are they
Exactly.
feeding you?
They go one session with the parent and then one without, because then the dogs can really kind of speak their mind and they can understand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I mean, you got to pay high. Dude, like this shit was, everybody watching was, how much that cost? Like, dude, that costs a fucking pretty penny.
I mean, there's only like 6 people in the entire world that can
Exactly.
even talk to dogs.
So
you have to have one of those people, and they had to choose to be selling their services. So it's never gonna happen. Lucky you, because of who you are. Obviously, the people you know. We don't need to talk about it, but you know what I mean.
I slotted myself in, but no, they're on Prozac because they're obsessed with my kids. Like in kind of a cute way if you're around them for like a couple
Oh,
hours.
a little background. We have at your house, you got a 3-year-old and you have a newborn. Fresh. So the
3-year-old.
Prozac just came after the newborn.
Well, one of our dogs was on it, and then the other one just got on it.
Which one just got on it?
The black dog.
Ophelia, yeah. For sure.
Ophelia.
That's we need
My
to.
little Ophelia. I
You
love
ever
her.
hear like of what do they say? Like when you're trying to
black
find the
dog.
dosage? Like
Experimenting?
Yeah, but you're kind of like it sounds like we might need to experiment with the dosage because
Oh, yeah,
that's specifically who I'm gonna talk about.
Yeah,
Ophelia.
Bro,
There was a
over
moment
the top.
we just stared into each other's eyes
You
for
and Ophelia?
for like 5 minutes, but there was nothing behind her eyes. She was just staring like this.
Just a blank soul.
Dude, imagine Ophelia and me being like, "Come on," and her going, "She just went," and I'm
Bro.
like, "Ophelia, come on," and that's when I was like, "Is she all right?" And you guys are like, "Oh, they had Prozac, blah blah," but it sounds like her
Yeah.
her dosage might need to be cut back because it worked. She was calm. She was fucking really
definitely
calm.
fucking calm. But yeah. You know, dude, you know what I just thought of when you just said that is like, as humans, from our point of view, even if we're not giving our dog Prozac, and even if we're giving them whatever, a little pill to make them go to sleep so they don't like the fireworks, like, what does it look
You have
like?
such an interesting
What
dog ownership. I can't relate to anything you say. Even if you have to, give them a little sedation because the fireworks make them go fucking nuts. Like I'm like, I've never had to do that. No, I've had to. Yeah, there's times some animals. The most popular one is sedating your animal to take them to the vet. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of animals, even super nice, crazy, well-behaved animals, had like
Hate that
a
fucking
crazy
vet boy.
traumatic experience when they were younger, and so when they come in there, they're already like hair raised on high alert.
Like, what does their world look like when they're on shit like that? Because they like,
And they have no control of knowing they took it. So they're not even ready.
They
Like
don't
if
even-
we're
oh my
taking something,
God.
you're like, I'm about to trip balls for the next 12 hours.
You're
and then you're
fully
like,
prepared,
oh, I feel weird.
and you still get.
Oh, and then you're going, this is a lot. And you know what's happening.
God.
Or you like take a Benadryl, you're like zoned out. You're like, oh, dude, I feel lost. I need to go to sleep. Your dog's just like, it's fucking 2 p.m. The whole
ready
family's
for
here.
it. They're never ready for it, dude.
Yeah, dude, just life as a dog is weird. Just being a dog, like the perspective of being a pet. Let's just say it, any pet. But like,
God, it's wild, right?
you have no control over actually what's happening in any given moment. For the most part, your life is really routine.
It's the hardest loop ever.
I mean,
right?
they do this weird thing where like you live like this long, but we try to pretend like you live 100 years because we call it dog years, which that is like from someone like me that loves math, like their whole life was really, really math. That has been the weirdest thing. They're like, there's 72 in dog years. I'm like, they're 6.
and they live.
I'm like,
to
no,
be
there's
12.
no. Yeah, I'm like, no. But like, if they were in year, okay, the only way we can play dog years is if we have a definitive time when we think dogs' lives are supposed to end. When they're 85, we all agree at 85, all dogs' life ends. Now we can play dog years, I guess. It's so weird. But my point is like, their life is so fast. Mine feels like, whoa, did you see that? I fucking
Gleek, like an old school Gleek. Remember Gleeking?
Oh my God.
I did
dude.
not know how to do that.
Oh my God. I have to fucking. Okay, go. We have to tangent, I guess.
What?
Let me wrap up the last one. We're going to come back to Gleek. We got to come back to Gleek. Because we're basically there. The only last point of the dog that I have is like, my life goes by so fast. The older I get, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. Anyone that's older than me is like, yeah, wait till you see it. Anyone that's younger than me is like, yeah, kind of fast. Anyone that's my age is like, it's so fast. Fastest it's ever been. I bet it feels the fastest it's ever been for you.
It always feels the fastest it's ever been.
Bro, and
That's
I'm
the
like,
point, right?
I'm averaging that I'm going to live like 80. When I'm looking at time, when I'm playing like my relationship comparable to time, I always just picture average lifespan, which is 78 for a male in the US. So I always look at 78. Like when I'm 39, I'm going to be telling myself, even if I fucking crush it and win the marathon, I'm halfway there. You know what I mean? That's my metric. Because
That's
you have
fucking crazy to think about.
to compare it to something, you have to do that. And then your dad, how old's your dad? I didn't mean your dad specifically. I mean dad's. How old's your dad?
Dude, 72.
72. Your dad's got 6 years if he wins the race.
It's wild.
How does that feel? Oh my fucking God.
morbid.
It just
It's like-
puts but no, literally. And I say this shit to my dad all the time. I'm like, dude, yeah, you got to keep living it. You got to do your thing. You're 62. You're say what? And you look at it, you go, you have to pretend like it's, bro, Grandpa Hal just passed away
Healthiest dude.
last year. Healthiest dude you know. Died at what? 80. I mean, On the dot. There you go. There's your average. He was the healthiest dude ever. You know what everyone said to me? I can't believe it. He was so healthy, but he was so healthy, but he was so healthy. Every single time someone said that to me, or like, I can't believe this person didn't go first. I thought he was going to outlive me. Like my mom saying that, being the daughter. She's like, I figure he's going to outlive me. Like, but it's like, guys, he was 80.
Right.
And
Like,
no matter how healthy you are, you're a human and you're 80. And so shit happens. Cancers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. My point is a dog.
bro,
You have 12 years as a big dog, roughly. That's your average lifespan. Not only that, your life is like the most mundane routine for
That's
like
what I mean.
99%
Oh
of dogs
my
in America.
God.
It's like my owner wakes up, he lets me outside. He might, if I have it good, this is my day. I wake up, my owner takes me for a walk around the block, puts me back inside. They go upstairs. I go sit next to him while he gets ready. They leave the house. I fucking lay there for 6, 7, 8 hours, bark at a few things. They get home. I go, yes, you're fucking home.
And they're like,
give me the treat. And then they run around. You go, no, don't do that. No, down, sit, da, da, da. Okay, here's your food. And then you just do that every day. Like how fat, like their lives must not even feel
snap,
like,
bro. Like literally
alive.
in real time, I almost picture it like you're in hyperspace in movies when shit's just like blurring by. Like
it's like gotta feel like
that's
that.
literally what it's got to feel like.
Gleeking.
Tell me about gleeking, because that
Say
really
what you
kinda,
said. You said you were never able to gleek.
I just didn't know how. People tried to
Dude.
teach me. Like,
Neither did I. But I faked it. That's what I wanted to talk about. It's so funny you say you never could either. So all my friends could. And people, so for those of you that don't know what gleeking is, you have glands, you have like saliva glands underneath your tongue. And if you know how to use the muscles right, you can literally like squeeze the gland and it will squirt saliva out like a stream of saliva.
Like a
And this
lizard
is-
almost.
We're
Picture like a
talking,
lizard.
imagine this too. This is fresh saliva. This is probably like sterile, honestly. Like it's coming,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not even
It's warm.
getting in your mouth and bacteria. It's like
it's warm,
100%
You
saliva.
should. It'd be probably healthy to drink.
So what we did when we were kids is you would gleek on people on the bus or like in class. Did you guys do that? Is that why you know what gleeking is?
no, we would just fuck around and just like
Dude.
do it in a circle, like just gleeking.
People would literally, the thing became like you're on the bus, someone's sitting in front of you, like someone would lean over and go like, and what it looks like was always like, because you like put your tongue up and they squeeze the bottom. But literally someone would be like sitting there and someone would go like,
Oh my god,
and
that's
just turn and
legendary,
it's
bro.
like, and that became the thing for years. Like it was probably middle school. It's probably my whole 6th,
Yeah.
7th,
So it's-
8th grade. All of that was gleeking. Here's the thing. I couldn't figure it out. So I just learned how to like flick my tongue. I did this thing like this and I would go, and I would
And
just
spit would
flick
go?
my tongue and it would flick a little out. And I got that down. So I faked the
Oh,
gleek.
so you got the validation, like
I faked the gleek.
You got the
but
daps.
No one knows. No one in my friend group, all the people gleeking, never found out that I wasn't actually gleeking
Until right now.
until this moment. And so
Jesus,
that's right,
dude, you're a
bitch.
fucking
I'm good,
fraud.
dude. I'm good. No, I'm just good.
You'll never be able to run for president, bro. They're gonna fucking see that and be like, "What a fucking."
Dude, we have
fraud.
got to wrap this up because
Lot of rambling.
Daddy's got to urinate.
All right, let's do it.
Not rambling, just literally.
Let's go.
Literally.
We'll take your.
Well, how
piss.
do you want to wrap it up? Something funny. Let's do something funny.
Let's do.
First of all, do the thing, like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, 85% of the people that watch this aren't, or 85% of the returning viewers that watch this aren't subscribed, which is
It's
so
bullshit.
stupid. We do it. You don't have to do anything. Hit it. You know the deal. Subscribe, like, comment, share it with your friends, follow us, and just things. What do you want to do for fun? Like, just hit a rap?
Nah, dude. Let's change it up.
What do you want? What is that? What does that look like?
We can do a little. What about like a slow jam?
But then I have to find like a slow jam song.
All right, well,
That's
fuck
not
it.
going to
Just-
get.
All right, we'll just fucking do
hit.
that then, Mike. You can't ask me a question when you have a set answer in mind. You fucking.
I don't have a set answer. I just don't want to go
You're
to
a little
like.
coy little cock tease.
Okay,
what
this
you
is the
always have
difference
been.
between being a professional and not knowing shit about production and quality and copyright. Because here's the thing, you need what you don't understand. Is
Everyone's
every
sleeping
bit
right
of
now.
music I play on this is royalty free. I'm paying for the license of it, so it doesn't get flagged, doesn't
Yeah.
get taken down. They don't own it, so I can't just pull a slow jam out. If we had one prepared, I could.
What are you talking about? How many?
Oh my god!
Slow jams are there that are royalty free? There's got to be a shit ton.
I know, but I don't just trust it if it says royalty free. I need to go to like a website that I trust that I pay for.
Oh my
Just,
god.
I need you to do a rap. I'm going to give you a topic. You're going to do a rap because you made me do it at the beginning.
Fine.
I'm
Okay.
going to make sure you got some echo. Test it.
I'm testing. Still don't got no echo. Testing. There's that fucking echo.
Oh God, this should be great. Thanks for sticking around. You're gonna really get your time's worth here, guys.
For the 3 people that are still here.
Jesus Christ. Here we go, and we will start now, and then I'm gonna lead it in. You're gonna take the rap, and
Perfect.
Here we go. And we begin in 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hit it.
People, we have a carnival. Let's hear what we have in store for you.
Today, I like to abuse the elders. I'll get your grandma, grandpa, and all the others. You want some? You know where to find me. Daddy, mommy, the older they get, the harder I hit, the more I spit, the more I go, the harder I flow to hit the elders whenever we're on the carpet. I slap them with my hand, hit a market.
Hit the mark on them, hit them quick, and don't stop. You forgot the topic when you were popping off the top. So I'll take it in and listen to the lyrics I drop. So poppity pop, hoppity hop, I don't stop. Energizer bunny, keep going and going. I keep killing, you be knowing that I keep bringing the flow in. And it never fucking stopping, cause I'm always fucking popping. And I take a fat crack rock and I put it in a sockin'. All right, hey, you know what? Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.
We love you.